Hello and welcome back to Planet of the Geeks. Today join us for an unboxing video. We're taking a look at Stargrave and some of the most recent releases for Stargrave. We have Side Hustle, which is a card deck, which we'll have a look at first. This came out a little while ago, but it was included in the pre-orders for Scavengers, as well as along with some other stuff. So we'll take a look at that. And we'll start with the Side Hustle and have a look at the cards. I took the outer package off because it did have a little in it. And these cards also think it's a nice box actually. We'll say that. So I'll get this pack open. Get this cellophane off. So first time I've seen these cards, so we have Side Hustle. Use some Side Hustle markers apparently. So there's a little bit on there about using them. Come back and look at those. So we have these things added in to the game to basically give some secrets and objectives. Don't think that's all on the camera. Sort of legend. Frog hunt. Right. We can use that with Grogu. That definitely sounds like a Bond film. Dead is not enough. Those are the cards. They're quite large cards. So big, they're bigger than like normal standard size cards if you're looking for sleeves for these. I'm not sure what they would fit in yet. I'll have to find that out. They're not as big as tarot size cards. Tarot size cards. I'm not sure. So those are the rules. Just to go over them again, feel free to pause the video. You need 3 Side Hustle markers. I'm not sure I've seen any on the website yet, so they can be made or purchased. So I've got Pylon, Pit and Destroyed Robots. Now that sort of suggests to me they will do the cards because one of the things they gave, sorry, they will do some models or something for them. One of the things they gave was a destroyed robot marker, which we'll get onto as one of the rewards for pre-ordering. The others are just a pit, so that can be anything. It's just 2 inches down, a hole in the ground by the looks of it. And the other one's a pylon, which is between 4 and 6 inches high on the base, 2 inches in diameter. So things that can be done from probably the collection I've got. I think I've got some pylons and stuff. Maybe from Sigma, Age of Sigma or something. But yeah, there we go. And then the rest of the rules. on there. So essentially adding in little secret missions for, well, not all secret, but some secret missions and some like extra ways for your crews to make money, or your captain to make money. There's 40 of them in the deck, reading that off the back. I didn't count them as I was going through them. But there we go. So that's a nice little add-on to the game, I think. So, let's have a look at the Scavengers. So one thing I didn't realise about this box set when I was reading about it, I did see the picture and I saw this guy in the background who looks very zombie-like, but I didn't read the blurb on the, well, there wasn't any blurb. I didn't read this anyway until I got the box. And literally you can make zombies in this. So I think one of the previous upgrades you could buy packs of zombies and zombies with guns as well. And so you could literally use this box rather than buying the metal ones. Which I might build some. Let's have a look at the sprues and we'll see what we can make. So, got some bases, pretty standard. So we have 4 sprues, they'll all be the same. They're in it. Yeah, just the other way around. There we go. And then, there we go. And then, yeah, so 4 identical sprues. So I'll put those over there and we'll have a look at what's on here. So, we have our heads. Very much some people type head. Probably going to want to use that, to be honest. Cap. Various things on there. An alien head. Cloaked head. Which will make some sort of Jedi-esque character, maybe. Another sand person, Admech type. That was like a hockey mask. That's funky. Looks like he's got a beret. He has. Another alien there. And then a couple of like a canteen and some things on there. Various things. There's like a few magazines. Another head with a cap on. Another gun. Some nice options on here. Because all these kits will mix with each other. Which explains the sprues that they sent with it as well. Just seeing what unique things there are. They've got some nice backpacks. We've also got these guys wearing sort of like cloaks. They're a bit shabby. You could always, if you wanted them to look a bit less shabby and wanted someone with more like a long coat, you could always just fill the holes with some green stuff. Most of the weapons have got kind of a primitive, well, for a sci-fi kind of thing, feel to them. I don't see any. Got a nice club there. One of the things we're always short of is like left arms. Which might have a weapon in. So we've got a club and we've got a big knife. Big knife there. Most of the weapons look pretty primitive. Nice gun there. Looks similar to the one from the crew sprue. And then we have some more alien heads. Oh, these might be the zombie heads actually. Yeah, those are zombie heads and that one's an alien head. So there's 1, 2, 3 zombie heads. Then we have monkey head with mask. We've got some more hoods and rebreathers, some more hoods and bionics, and these are aliens. And a few more heads there as well. It's a nice selection of different heads to use. I can only see 3 zombie heads, because that one's an alien, those 3 like zombie heads. So you could essentially make, what is it, we've got 4 sprues, so you can make 12 zombies. So if you want a lot more zombies for the zombie missions, this is probably the box set to get. And obviously you can use these heads on the other sets as well. So before we build these, let's take a look at what else came in this pack. So this was part of the deal. So we have that's a mercenary sprue. So again, all these will be compatible, so if you want to use mercenary weapons on these bodies or swap the heads around, or again use the zombie heads on these bodies, you can do that. that might actually be what I do, to be fair, to get some extra zombies. We have a Frostgrave cultist sprue. I have a load of those. That's pretty cool to have. Always need a few more cultists. We have a Frostgrave barbarian sprue. Again, there was barbarians in one of the previous. I think it was the last add-on for Stargrave. So I can add these into that collection, and maybe use some of these heads with some of these newer bodies, because they're kind of scruffy looking, and these are meant to be scavengers, so it kind of works. We have, damn it, we have bases on the floor. We have gnolls, regular gnolls. Don't know if anyone's going to get that reference, but we have some regular gnolls, and I have a bunch of these anyway. I've used these as pirates in Stargrave. So these guys will probably end up being more pirates. I'm not really sure what use they really have in... It's a bit of plastic. It's like plastic, really thin plastic on there. I thought it was hair, but it isn't, it's just plastic. I'm not sure really how they... I mean, obviously the weapons are multi-changeable. That's probably why they've included it, because you've got some primitive weapons on here. Crossbows, big swords. Obviously you can use the weapons on the gnoll bodies, so that's obviously something else I might do, to add a few more pirates and give them some basic weapons. There we go. We have some more bases that didn't fall on the floor. We have 4 metal models, 4 new ones. So that's one of the psionics type guys. Always had to see him metal, clutching his head and thinking. We have, I think that's the other one as well, using her psychic powers. I like that model actually, it's good. Then we have a robotics expert, and another robotics expert, and this model's awesome. I really do like this model. He's got his thing on his back with these little bots in. And then one of the bots has crawled up his arm. Need to get rid of all this flash on here. And do that afterwards. I'll use some clippers and do that afterwards. But you see there he's got like it's a very classic sort of Star Wars-esque kind of gas mask, but with a long tube. So yeah, we've got the sort of Imperial spy that. He's the robotics expert. I do like him because of that, and because he's got this little spider thing crawling up his arm. I think that's really cool. So as part of the pre-order, you actually get some of those spiders on a tiny little base. I don't know whether they're going to be releasing these separately or not. There you go. That's them. They are titchy. And they also have like some bits that are going to need cleaning up on them as well. This is definitely some sort of plastic resin that they've used for this. It's different. It's very smooth. I thought at first it was just resin, but it's well, it was probably just resin. I thought it was like 3D printed resin, but it's got all this flash in it that you probably wouldn't get. Well, I've never seen it on a 3D printer anyway. Then I've only used Mars, Elegant Mars. Got a D20. And we have the aforementioned robot, destroyed robot marker. This is pretty cool as well. This is made from the same resin. It's very shiny. There we go. I actually do quite like that. So, that one back in that, and that. I will clean these up and baste them up. And I will also build some of these guys. I'm not going to do like a building process like I normally do, because it's literally clip the body off, stick some arms on, stick head on, and you're done. So what I'll do, I'll make some models up, and then I'll come back and show you some scavengers. I might make some zombies as well. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do that. So here we have our finished models. Again, we've got to look at the metal ones, even though they won't change much. Apart from being added to a base. But just in case you wanted a better look. We have this guy. Still my favourite. In fact, it might be my favourite Stargrave model yet. Maybe. Then we have some Scavengers. These are built just using the Scavenger box. So this guy's mask is like the metal one. It's in two parts though. There's a little... I thought it was just like a box with an open mouth, but it wasn't. It had this next to it on the sprue at the top. So if you put them together, don't miss that. Then we have this guy. And then we have this guy as well. Now I was going to put the Merc big gun on this so they have like heavy weapon, but when I saw this one, it kind of is a massive gun anyway with a drum on it as opposed to like the magazine. So I decided this is a heavy weapon. And I put some extra bullets on him just for that, to make him stand out. So as far as the zombies go, there's good news because they look good, and bad news because there aren't as many arms as I thought there was. So this is using the Merc body from the Merc set. And the arms there fit in very well. Another zombie. And then we run out of arms. So there's 3 heads, but there's only 2 sets of arms. But we can build one of the, I can't remember what they're called, but the zombies with guns basically. So for each sprue, you can build 2 normal zombies and one of these guys. So 8 normal zombies in total in the box, and then 4 of these guys. And of course, if you're using different sprues from other sets, it expands it even further. And that's one of the good things about these. They are multi-part models. One of the reasons I really like these Stargrave models. They're simple, they're easy to paint, and they're proper multi-part. And they don't take long to stick together. It didn't take long for me to build these at all compared to other models on the market. These are great. And they're just sci-fi through and through. So I'm really looking forward to getting them painted and on the table. I've stuck them onto the plastic bases that come with this because I'm currently rebasing all my Stargrave stuff. In my previous videos, you might have seen me make some bases for them. I'm probably going to be rebasing those as well because what I'm planning on doing is building a world from scratch. So if you want to see us do that on the channel, put that in the comments. Building our own alien world, and say so now before I get to it, and then I can film it if you all want to see it. But there we go. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and hopefully we'll see you again soon. But for now, goodbye.